Hey guys, welcome to Series World. Today I'm going to explain a mystery thriller series called Lady Voyeur from 2023. Turn on subtitles and spoilers ahead. Miranda is shocked to see Cléo tied up to the chair, but before she can take any action, someone from behind knocks her unconscious by hitting her head with a gun. When she wakes up after a while, her hands and feet are tied to the pole, while Cléo is lying on the floor with blood, as if she has been shot in the head. The story goes back to 3 months earlier after she shows the video of Diana killing Bernardo. Hector is devastated. He couldn't believe how Diana could do that, as he says to Miranda that he spent 13 years thinking that it was his fault that he killed his best friend. But now he found out that it was his daughter's mother, the person who was always by his side, who killed his best friend. Hector smashes the wine glass he was holding as he shouts how he felt like a complete devil because of something he didn't do. He punches the glass window in anger, injuring his hand in the process. But his anger doesn't seem to dissipate. When he calms down a little, Miranda presses a cloth against his bleeding hand and tells him to take a cold shower. In the meantime, she will make coffee for them. In the kitchen, Miranda records another audio saying that even though Fernando warned her to stay away from Hector, something in her tells her to do the opposite, and it's all very confusing for her. Meanwhile, Hector is in the shower as blood drips from his injured hand, and he gets a flashback of the time when he was intimate with Helena. In his memory, he remembers that when they were intimate, he was hesitant and tried to pull away as he was worried about Bernardo. But Helena says that it doesn't matter what her brother or anyone else might think about this. Hector finally gives in to her advances, and as they both proceed to make love, Bernardo walks on them, catching them in the act. In the present, Hector is still in the shower thinking about his best friend when Miranda comes there to give him a dry towel. He thanks her for the help and she walks away after telling him that the coffee is ready. When Miranda walks out again, the doorbell rings and Fernando comes there saying to Miranda that he got worried from her text and came here right away. Just then, Hector also comes out of the bathroom, shocking Fernando, who asks them what is happening here. Before Miranda could reply to him, Hector said that Diana killed Bernardo. Miranda adds to Hector's statement saying that Zoe also knew about everything the whole time but didn't say anything. Fernando is still trying to grasp the situation when Miranda shows him the video, shocking him more as he couldn't believe what he was seeing. Fernando says that he can't believe the video, but Miranda tells him that the video is clear and he can see the whole thing by himself. Hector interrupts them, saying that it is hard to believe that Fernando didn't know about the video, as his wife and sister were covering up the murder. Hector then says that Fernando has a lot of secrets, but he will find out about them now and ask Miranda to give him a copy of the video. At Hector's building, Helena is sitting by the pool in which Diana died and remembers her argument with Diana on the night of the incident. Diana has called her out for trying to steal her husband and said that she won't let her ruin another marriage in her family. Helena comes out of her thoughts when Lucia comes there and sits beside her. She asks Lucia if she is okay, to which she replies that she feels like Diana should have been here while she should be the one to die because she was not a good daughter to her mother. Helena tries to assure her that it is not the case, as Diana was very proud of her and everyone would love to have a daughter like her. But Lucia is not convinced and walks away after saying that everything that happened was her fault. Just then, Helena gets a message from Hector in which he asks her to meet him ASAP as he has something to show her. When Helena goes to meet him, she is shocked to see the video of Diana pushing Bernardo in the pool and closes the laptop abruptly, saying she can't watch it. Hector says to her that he felt bad about their fight for years and this was the reason he had to leave Helena, because he thought she would not forgive him. But now he can't help but wonder what type of life they could have if everything happened differently. He says that Diana lied to him her whole life and tells Helena that he is not the real father of Lucia, as Bernardo was her real father. Helena tells him that Diana was not the right woman for him and apologizes for hurting him over the years. Instead of replying to Helena, he just kisses her, and that leads to them having sex. Meanwhile, the detective Inês couldn't get Zoe to talk about anything, so she had to release her from custody. When she shares her concern with Joka, he diverts her attention to Helena, saying that she was best friends with Zoe and Diana, but after Diana got married to Hector, their friendship broke, and in this ordeal, Zoe sided with Helena. He says that they both have motives to kill Diana, so it might be possible that they are covering her murder together. When Hector comes out of Helena's apartment while kissing her, they are both caught by Diana's mother, Victoria. She bashes them for doing this while her daughter daughter just died. But Hector walks away without even listening to her. Vittoria then turns towards Helena, accusing her of trying to take Diana's place. And when Helena tries to deny the accusations, she reveals that she knows about Helena's affair with her deceased husband Emilio. When Vittoria walks away from there, Helena gets a flashback of the time when she was with Emilio and he passed out after they were being intimate. In that moment of panic, Zoe was the first person that Helena called. In the meantime, Fernando is at Miranda's place as she tells him that she thinks Hector is innocent. Fernando is enraged to hear that and says that she is thinking wrong because they still know that Hector hurt Cléo and other women. And it seems like Miranda is just another pawn in his game, so she needs to be careful. Miranda is still suspicious of everything that is happening and doesn't believe Fernando, so she instead decides to find the answers by herself and goes to the Hector's office to find some clues. In his office, she finds a USB and also copies data from his computer. When she comes back home and plugs the USB into her computer, she is shocked to find pictures of ropes, bondage toys, and also a picture of Cléo tied to a pole. Before she could look at them any further, she was disturbed by Rita, who came to ask for her advice as Rafael had signed up for her dance classes only to be close to her. Miranda tells her about everything that is happening and advises her not to get involved with Rafael, as these people are dangerous. In the meantime, Helena is visited by Detective Inês, who questions her about why she didn't leave Hector after all this happened. Helena tries to say that she is over Hector, but Inês points to the picture of her with Hector that is opened on her laptop. Helena doesn't reply to the detective and just says that she can ask her if she has any other questions. After finding the suspicious data on Hector's USB, Miranda goes to Fernando's place, who instantly says to her that there is a lot of bad stuff in his life right now, so he needs some good things. They start to kiss each other but are interrupted by Hector, who comes there. He just tells them that he will send the video of Diana killing Bernardo to the police and then walks out, saying he doesn't want to disturb them. When Hector leaves, Miranda tells Fernando about the pictures she found and says that Hector really can't be trusted. Fernando says that he thinks Hector left those pictures on purpose for her to find them, so she needs to be extra careful and vigilant. After Miranda assures him that she will be careful, they kiss again and proceed to have passionate intercourse. During their intimate time, Miranda keeps imagining Hector at Fernando's place. The next morning, Miranda is still sleeping when Zoe comes there and drags her out of the bed, saying Fernando is her and he will be with her again. She then walks out saying that Miranda should not get involved with their family and only focus on her hacking stuff. Later, Miranda comes out of the building. She notices Cléo staring at her from across the street and she tries to catch her but loses her due to the traffic. Miranda later visits the hospital where she tells the nurse about her hallucinations, who tells her that she needs to make a decision to get checked quickly. The nurse then tells her that her grandmother is again having hallucinations about Gabrielle. Miranda goes to see her grandmother, who thinks she is Gabrielle, and proceeds to say to her that Miranda doesn't do anything as she was the one who kicked her out of the house, so she shouldn't hate her sister. When Miranda comes out of the hospital, she is determined to focus on the present so she doesn't end up feeling guilty like her grandmother. Meanwhile, Fernando visits Helena to ask her about Zoe after finding out that she has been released from the police station. Helena says that she doesn't know about her and will inform him if she hears anything about it. When Fernando leaves from there, Zoe comes out of hiding. Helena tells her to get out of her house, saying she doesn't owe her anything else. But Zoe says that she has just one more thing to sort out and then she will be gone forever. Meanwhile, Miranda goes to Hector's office after receiving a message from him. Hector tells her that he wants her to send the video to the police anonymously right now and requests that she not tell Fernando about it. Hector then leaves from there after receiving a call that Zoe is here to meet him. Miranda finishes her work as Inês receives the video at the police station. Miranda then leaves Hector's office and goes to the elevator, but she is left shocked when the door to the elevator opens and Zoe is lying there with her head bleeding due to a gunshot. 2 months later, Miranda is lying on the hospital bed as Dr. Alice prepares to abort her baby. Miranda is surprised to find that she is pregnant and begs the doctor not to do this. She will give them anything, but the doctor refuses to listen to her and sedates her. Miranda slowly loses consciousness as a tear rolls down from her eye. To watch more explanations of these kind of series, click on the videos on your screen and don't forget to let me know how you feel about today's video in the comments down below. And at last, thanks for watching.